Welcome back to NYSE TV Live. I'm Trinity Chavez. Now, earlier this hour, College Football Playoff Executive Director Rich Clark rang the opening bell ahead of Monday's national championship game between Ohio State and Notre Dame. Rich is joining me now in studio, fresh off of the bell podium. You just rang the opening bell, kicked off trading for the day. How are you feeling?
I feel exhilarated.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. I knew it was going to be really cool to do it, but when you're actually standing there and taking it all in, it's just exhilarating, really.
Well, and we were talking briefly about how you were here 20 years ago on the trading floor of this iconic institution. And did you ever envision yourself that you would be on that bell podium, kicking off trading for the day to celebrate this day, this kickoff, so to speak?
Never imagined I'd come back. We were here, I was a White House fellow, and our class came and we were on the floor. But I would have never imagined that I would be on the stand, ringing the bell, starting the day. It's just amazing.
But talk to me about the significance, not only to you personally, but also CFP as a whole.
Well, this is the first year of the 12-team playoff, so it's a whole new format that we're starting. And we've gone through the first round, the quarterfinals and semifinals, and on Monday is kind of the grand finale between Ohio State and Notre Dame. And so we're making history in college football. And so it's exciting to be able to kick it off here and to start it off in a way that I never imagined we would.
Your background is interesting because you began this role after your distinguished career, a 38-year career in the Air Force, retiring with the rank of Lieutenant General.
Yes.
Talk to me about what interested you specifically about where you sit today.
Well, I did play college football at the Air Force Academy, and I was the superintendent of the United States Air Force Academy before I came here. So when I was approached and asked if I wanted to put my name in the hat, for me, it brought the things that I love most outside of the Air Force. I love football. I love being able to give back to a sport that did so much for me as a young man, and also to give back to student athletes who are on that same journey right now. These young men are where I was 40 years ago, so the opportunity to be a part of their lives is great.
What do you think is the biggest challenge, or was the biggest challenge for the committee when building out this 12-team bracket format?
Well, you don't always know what's going to work and exactly the format that's going to be perfect, right? We knew we weren't going to get perfect the first time, but we built it out in the best fashion we could, and our goal really is to make it spectacular, as spectacular as it can be with this format, and then we'll tweak it and make it better every year. But trying to get the right teams in, seeing the games happen, and then watching it in the championship game is just going to be amazing.
Now, this year's playoff included 4 bye teams, all of whom won their conference championship and all of whom lost in the second round.
Right.
Can you talk to me about what you see for the future of this, and do you see this kind of criteria changing to 14?
It could happen. Really, it's up to the conference commissioners, and we at CFP, we're going to present them with options, and our conference commissioners are really the ones that manage the format. They are the leaders of CFP, and so they're going to take a look, see what the pros and cons, what worked and what didn't, and then we'll adjust from there. But I think it's going to take us a couple of years to get it exactly right. But that's with anything. You're always looking to get better every year, every step of the way.
It's so funny because my manager always says we want to get 1% better each day. And it's about celebrating those small milestones because, when you add them all up, it makes a difference.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much, Rich. It's a pleasure having you on the show. Again, Rich Clark, Executive Director of the College Football Playoff.